Hi everybody, once again my name is Branden Albaugh and I'm running for president.
Once again, I'm Julia Kennedy. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Branden, I just want to really thank our friends and our team, our amazing senators.
Yeah, we really want to be here tonight because we want to tell you guys exactly what our platform is and exactly where we stand on the issues. One of our strongest assets that we really feel we bring to the team is that we have the most executive experience out of any team up here today. For example, I've been involved with USG for 3 years. As a freshman, I started out as an intern. Last year, I was the Deputy Director of Government Relations, and this year, I am the Internal Affairs Director. Through our experiences, we've gotten the opportunity to work on some great projects. Last year, I got to put on the Buckeye Legislative Dinner, which actually won the Ohio Union's Outstanding Program of the Year Award. And this year, as Internal Affairs Director, I've dedicated my entire time to truly assessing the organization from within, trying to find out what weaknesses we have and where we can make improvements.
I, on the other hand, joined USG's off-campus committee last year. I quickly advanced to the Director of Safety and Wellness this year. This year I've worked hard to combat several issues such as acquaintance rape, mental illness, and suicide through the event Kristen Story in the fall, which almost 1,400 students were able to attend. I've also worked hand in hand this year with the Columbus and University Police on projects such as the Safety Summit.
Yeah, so today we want to talk to you guys about 3 main areas that we feel that we're going to be working diligently for next year. And they include representation and outreach, safety and wellness, and student life issues. We firmly believe that students at Ohio State have boundless opportunities to get involved. There are students here from all 88 counties, from all 50 states, and from 107 different countries. Unfortunately, that great diversity that we have is not so well represented within USG.
Based on what Branden's been saying, we want to expand the Student Outreach Committee because we currently only work with a handful of larger organizations on campus when there's actually over 800 smaller organizations. And by increasing this accessibility, student organizations will now be able to more freely collaborate with USG on new ideas and learn how to achieve funding through us.
We want to expand and specialize the role of cabinet. One position that we really want to look into is the Government Relations Department. It is important to have adequate representatives to lobby to the city and the state of Ohio on a multitude of issues, including panhandling, higher education funding, and the STOP program.
Furthermore, the President and Vice President of USG appoint upwards of 100 committee appointments across campus. Branden and I want to work to drastically expand the accessibility of these positions to the general student body, and we want to revamp this process so there's sufficient accountability over all of those appointees, what they're saying, and what they're bringing back to the organization.
And transparency is another issue that really goes hand in hand with representation. I know Julia talked about it a little bit earlier, but we have some very specific ideas in order to improve transparency of USG. One thing we want to try and do is televise Senate meetings. We want to provide a quarterly email or newsletter to students. We also want to improve the accessibility of the website.
Also, safety is obviously an issue that's always prevalent at Ohio State. Although we are a safe university, it can't be ignored that we do live in a thriving urban environment, and with that carries those risks. USG should continue to make a conscious effort to collaborate with both the university and the city police so that students are able to live securely and comfortably here at Ohio State.
We also need to be able to work effectively with our university and our city officials to expand large-scale projects. You've heard a lot about safety today. There's about 130 of those blue light emergency poles on campus, but if you walk off campus, there's only 10. We really want to open up dialogue with the city and try to research ways in which we can expand that program so that all students on and off campus feel safe.
Along with that, although USG did give $7,500 to the Student Wellness Center this year for free HIV testing, we feel that's not enough to fully support the issues of sexual wellness. Not only must we maintain this funding, but we also must promote it through effective marketing and also expand the project to include other STI tests.
We also want to continue to work on panhandling laws, providing a discounted taxi rate for students so they don't have to walk alone at night, and also working with the Director of Student Safety Services to evaluate the escort program.
Branden and I are also committed to sexual victims of violence by working to create a permanent emergency fund for these victims so students no longer have to go through the process and feel helpless when they're trying to get reimbursements.
The last major topic that Julie and I really want to work on is student life issues. These can range from transportation issues, such as having more cabs bus routes in the East residential area, to providing landlord assessments and ensuring a renter's guide that's put out by November so it can be most effectively used.
Our platform also includes a host of green initiatives, especially working with the President's Council of Sustainability and all relevant student groups. Together, we feel like we can find simple, creative solutions, such as stopping the printing of unwanted receipts in dining halls, for example.
So this election is crucial for all Ohio State students. We really want to make sure that you guys understand how important the issues are that are upon us now, as well as the issues that are coming in the future. Julie and I feel like we will be the best representatives for USG as president and vice president. So thank you guys for coming tonight.